Do you have any secret in terms of how do you really measure what you had, where you were yesterday and how much you have progressed today? Uh, is there any tips on self-development that you want to give us?
Oh, yes. It's both physically and professionally. So 10 years back, I was 120 kgs. I was pretty fat. And, today, knock on the wood, pretty fit. And I spend about 1.5 hours in the gym, irrespective where I am. Even if I'm traveling, I ensure that I spend that kind of a time. That's how I look at it from a personal standpoint. Professionally, what I do is I basically create a notepad of things that I have done, which I think were something which kind of an achievement for every day and every time. So this is a habit that I have. The next morning that I wake up, I look at those things that and I say, okay, this is something that I've already done. How can I better it? How can I ensure that something that I've done yesterday is history? Let's try and do better. So that's something that I spend 30 minutes every single morning on myself to be a better version. And there are times that I'm not able to do that, but then I ensure that I do it before I hit the bed, before I sleep. So this 30-minute basically helps me understand if there is something that I did not do right, if there is something that I realize at the end of the day or the next morning that there was a better way of doing it, there was a better way of communicating, there was a better way of saying it. There are times, Prasanjit, wherein you do things and later you realize there would have been a better way to say it, there would have been a better way to do it. So I always make notes. And the next day when I wake up, I see that, okay, this was something which was there, so that I don't repeat the mistake. I don't, get into the same discussion or in the same argument again, or, do a better version. So that's how I look at it.
I think this is a very apt way to end this particular interview, Gagan. And I think the two takeaways from the last point that you made was that you can't be a great people manager if you are not able to manage yourself. So you have to manage yourself first before you try and even manage others. And the second is in every day, in every way, am I slightly better? You don't have to copy the 100 best people managers,
Absolutely.
but you have to tell yourself that can I be a slightly better version of myself? And that's a lifelong journey that will never end. So a people manager is not a reward that you get from somebody else, but it is a journey which is a journey of discovering yourself and developing yourself.
Right.
Gagan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Prasanjit.